Greetings, this is Freenair the Adventurer. I welcome you to my review of Critical Role's Campaign 3, Saga of Ourselves, Episode 61, Crisis of Faith. First, we get into Nordo the Magnificent, the Nag Magnificent, advertising for Nordo, though, and is kind of increasingly things about Matt pointing out how he's like second best, just the greatest and stuff. Annoyed with Matt for simply not taking his advice and using it. And you selling him selling some MacBooks. I just get weirded out by his ads. I really do. Second was Dion Dion, once again advertising Big B presents Glory the Giants, and advertising for their saying that the first episode of Candela Obscura is now available on YouTube and on various podcast services. Also, they have the very cool looking, even I probably won't get it, but it's still cool looking 3 Trinkets Moon shirt. 3 Trinkets 2 Moon shirts. And then we get into the intro sequence with a new addition of a little change. Now the new guest characters for this half of the party are there. I swear, he's just a better looking Bruno. Look at and as they do a quick recap of the previous events, how after the sundering of the party during their failed attempt to stop the activation of Valley's key, half of the party was sent off. Who knows where? Well, we do because we witnessed first. But the other half, featuring of Telltales, featuring Oladna, Oram, and Ashton, were sent off to what was discovered to be the continent of Isilra. In a geothermal gorge around the desert slope. After getting out and stuff, they kept meeting new characters. The rather spunky female dwarven barbarian rogue, first known to them as Mona, until we reveal her first name as Denise with a $sign. The as I said before, the Bruno lookalike shepherd sorcerer, half-elven shepherd sorcerer, who just got his powers just discovered just then he had magic powers, and it's already a level 9 caster. And the Wizarding Apprentice of the Cobalt Soul, Prism, a elf from the Shadowfell. I keep forgetting the. I think it's Shadar Kai or something like that. Or upon meeting groups and getting they entered the town of Hearthdwell, because it had nice friendly sounding names. The environment, the atmosphere not very friendly. There is great tension in Hartfield, well, in Hartwell. Well, a recent influx of Dawnfather bastions from Vasselheim came to enforce the area where a temple was built 20 years ago, and has been constantly had some friction between them and the uh, locals who perform what is considered who are practitioners of a what they refer to as pagan religion, worshiping the Eda, the uh, Edons, Edon. I can't not pronounce some of these names. I cannot. And after meeting with one of the heads of the town, the el the elder Jonah Abedina, who offered them who offered her views on the gods, which are not very good worshiping other entities. Surprisingly enough, though, and along the way discovering that all three guests there, well, the members of Beltos aren't that very, don't all have the best views of the god stuff, but the three new guest characters are also have more outspoken disdain and stuff. And having not actually had to face uh what the frick is his name again? Oh, and not having to face the Ruby Vanguard and who are working to bring down the gods, are much more willing to ha, uh, seem much more open to the idea of pulling them from their thrones. Abdina says that she can help, at least give them some help in defense by at least letting her use of her scrying pool, a bird bath, but the but she would first need in exchange help, as she says, freeing her family, which is and as they attend a meeting of the locals in the basement of a brewery, it turns out that they're preparing an uprising against the Temple of the Dawnfather. Or tired of this stuff and feeling like they're trying to go and just take him away or something. And the group, some more reluctantly, others end up volunteering to assist them. A plan was made. There would be two main groups of them. Well, Ashton, not Ashton, Orem and oh God, six balls. You just literally watched Bor'Dor or went up to the front gate of the temple with a cart, offering the guards like small things of beer and tobacco to get an audience, an audience, so they can then offer information to the leader of this temple, Flame Guide Kiro. Uh, and after upon obtains this and the brief like toast of the guards with the beers, which Bor'Dor managed to spike the guards' drinks with heavy laxatives. they go to the they meet with Kid and tell him about Ludinus. That's the name. Ludinus and warning him like, well, asks him, you're not only doing is creating tension here. There is a better fight to be had for the sake of the Dawn, Father. Knowing the vision stuff, uh, with this, Kira decides to have them apprehended and sent to Vasselheim to answer questions. To which Orm ultimately responds, "That's unfortunate." Which earlier on they established, maybe not when they really should have established, but to be the code phrase for the attack. And with and with a quick use of the vine of seedling to guards, the attack commenced with the villagers coming in and stuff already, and Denise and Prism teleporting within the bounds of the temple, where a judicator awaited them. And they had the map up and everything, and now we start getting into oh, to the battle. Oh, that Prism and Denise are once again in the temple and Bor'Dor, and the rest of the group, the party, and the villagers outside. Orem then once again uses Celine's grasping vine, this time on a on the flame guy Kiro, so that while she attempted to retreat back into the temple, from the temple tower, and which and Kira's all offended, saying, "We built this for you. What? We built this for you?" As if clearly doesn't realize that they don't want your religion. Uh, uh, Ashton starts his sparking with his possibility rage, as it's called here, but is stopped. But 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 him and Orm are stopped by Kiro's whole fortune spell. The rest of the attack commences. They turn to bring Emil, the speaker of the other nine of the Adons, immediately summons one fourth a a Earth Guardian Elemental to destroy the temple gates. The guards search for reserve. Lana saves Orm from a crit with silvery barbs. And continues. Much going on. Curious summons a Guardian of Faith, which takes the appearance of one of the guards, but larger stuff there, and with a star for her head, like a child of Pelor. Lana at some point in the battle attempts to use Spider-Climb to enter the. We see kind of start seeing how fearful it is during this battle. The battle, this battle, by the way, takes up almost most of the episode. I don't take as many notes during the battle, just to warn you. mostly going off of. Going to be also trying to go off of what the it says on the wiki because of that I don't need every blow by blow and stuff. And since most of this was battle, this despite being one of the longer episodes, almost 5 hours, I didn't even get a full page of notes on. There's the uh, during the fight, uh, Bor'Dor critical you manages to get a critical hit with his crossbow on the flame guide, and then manages to do land a finishing blow with the knife. So some of the villagers are killed in the struggle. Bor'Dor, after his landed killing blow, gets the blood and starts vomiting. hmm I remember one of the adjudicators giving a power strike combo, which I think is like they're using a form of divine smite on Denise, which is what I think one of the crits, which was one of the crit line of saves over the crit. hmm The battle starts moving within the temple proper. Uh, Guards are going down, and Lana sees this group starts decide to reveal her new class feat, Hound of Ill Omen. This one is stylized more like the ghostly or phantom dogs of that are from around Whitestone, I think, and actually sends it to and picks for its target one of the adjudicators. When on temple elder when the elder of the temple sees Kiro's boy, oh, I should. She said, "Take the prisoner. Do not kill." So, we are starting to see point out that they're not all the same. At least the guards. Let's see. Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. At some point in the battle, I think it may have been Imogen or something. Or someone cast infestation in the form of bees. So for them, the guards is like, "Oh, hello, bees." No, no, no. Uh, Please tell me you get that reference. Or was this a blight? Then light suddenly fills the chamber, and a deep voice echoes, Lee from the judge. A golden feathered, feathered, glowing figure descends with a fiery sword, uh, and manages to successfully land attacks on Ashton Prism. This is a dawn-born angel that specifically serves uh, the Dawn Father. Uh, at some point, there was an attempt to carry people to flank positions. I think Prism at least considered. I'm not sure. I don't remember if she actually did or not. Using an enlarged spell on Mother, her pit raven, or her raven familiar, I should say. Oh wait, I have a time skip here. Oh,
It feels like too much of a gamble to just enlarge Mother and have her pick
Here,
you
here,
up to the sky.
But
As long as you're not going to hit anybody else.
I don't think I'm gonna, because I'm not gonna hit Ladna. I
She's
just
dead
like
already.
focus it around here.
well,
And Orem, you're not
Very
here, are you?
flammable.
Yeah, I was just saying, dead Bonnie.
I'm not
He's
sure
right
how
on the
my
other
relationship
side.
is.
You see him
So
on the
that
other
would be the
side.
size of the fireball.
That's a size of
That's a fireball.
That's
So
incredible.
I could make.
Do it.
Can I do it so that I edge out and I get? Wow, that's a big fireball. It was this big.
In order to hit Kiro, you're either going to hit yourself in the radius or you're going to hit Laudna, because it does go around corners.
What if I shadow elf stepped to here?
You can certainly try.
Or shadow elf step to right behind this pillar.
You can do that.
So then I would be out of the way. And then could I basically do it? Fuck it, can I get this guy in on the action? Do you want to get fireball?
In order to hit him, you'd probably hit the...
Yeah, okay, so I'll do this then.
Right there?
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
be careful.
So you go ahead and...
Hot.
And I'm saving my 4th levels for counter spells. Let's keep it classic. And I'm gonna make it force damage.
You got it. Okay. So with the person who's behind you, the guard has already struck at you twice as he's bearing down on me, getting ready to
And I'm
unleash
like,
another
you're
round.
right, look, this tryst has been wonderful. But you're right, I should get out of here. And then I just disappear.
The fuck?
Hey, Jennifer Evans!
You appear in the next here next to the stone pillar, and you unleash the fireball. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. Do you have any D6s?
I don't know what they are. But they're here.
Yeah.
The cubes.
Come on, Grace. Oh my god, I rolled really poorly.
Oh,
Okay, that's
9 for the first half.
good job. Stay positive.
oh my god, I rolled poorly again. 9, 20, 22 damage.
22
There you
damage.
go.
All right, so the card that's on the ground over there. On prone, so it's a disadvantage on its dexterity save. That's a failure, so it's 22 to him.
The fire guy.
That guy there. And the guy on the left-hand side, disadvantage as well, because he's prone. That is still an 18.
That saves.
Okay, so he takes half damage, he takes 11 there. So that's minus 12 and minus 22. So, explodes in the center. The pillars kind of rock and shake. The inside of the entire temple seems to amplify the echo of the explosion as everyone kind of instinctually ducks for a second, seeing the flash of light from the inside. As the flames subside, both the soldiers on the ground go, oh, they're looking really, really hurt. The one on the right more than the one on the left. This one's barely holding on. The one that's closest to you, the strange spectral guardian, seems unfazed.
Awesome.
Unfazed by force damage?
Unfazed.
Sweet.
okay. Anyway, I'm glad let go. Hang on. Just want to check something. Make sure I got.
All the soldiers all of a sudden at once go like, ooh.
Oh, nope. Yeah, this was what I meant to show you.
Slow grunts as they all begin to shit their armor.
Prolapse, you took too long.
Is it heavy armor? It takes 10 minutes.
I was
to get off
convinced, by the way, that he had accidentally spiked Orm in his own drink.
No more
I was
hiding, shoot
convinced.
after them.
I'm.
Takes like a minute to get that snowsuit
You know,
off.
it definitely.
10
Before.
All these forward.
minutes.
I could have sworn I didn't hear him specify. Maybe that's pretty nice, but maybe he
All of
didn't
the
realize
soldiers that are currently
the
visible
comedic
are
potential
considered
there.
poisoned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice job.
You can say it, covered in shit.
terrible diarrhea.
No.
They are poisoned and covered. Well, not covered, filled. Filled. They are.
Vile Gogurt.
Yes.
I don't like it.
It's like dropping,
It's got a little bit of reverb on it.
yeah, it's like dropping a handful of pennies in a bucket. It's just.
Oh my god.
Making sound effects into your coffee mug.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They are poisoned. This fellow's going to go
brother.
ahead and move over this way. He's going to go ahead and climb down somewhere. You're
I was also supposed to roll a wisdom saving throw for my fear. Around the pillar as he tries to hit me.
Well, it would keep going on. It's determined that. We also find out that that Bor'Dor has the lucky feet. I think. Oh, that was a good. Then in response to the angel getting summoned, and Prism sends Mother to Bor'Dor to collect Kiro's blood from him, and uses it to summon for the summon greater demon spell, and summons a baller this ape thing. And summons this directly above the Dawnborn engines, falling on top of him again. This starts really demoralizing the Temple Guard, to run straight, but only to run straight into the waiting villagers outside. Denny, the Judicator is really laying into Denise with her, and she's getting close to unconsciousness. Mhm. Uh, and the rest of the party starts to realize they have to concentrate on the Judicators, on the heart. Aberdeen also managed to cast a mass cure wounds, though. Unfortunately, as it turns out, the one who really needs Denise is just outside of range. Uh, a fireball from the Dawnborn arm catches Lana, Bor'Dor, and Adeline, who the latter of who can no longer loses her control over the elemental. Prison Manager is to use deal her talking spellbook for a still one strike spell. Call uh, her to hit the angel and cause the Judicator to get very low. And then the Judicator realizes it's in trouble and tries to attack to a better position, and then but it provokes an attack of opportunity.
It is in a bad place. It's going to attempt to jump and leap off of the elemental
My
and
doggy.
off the side.
Wait,
this
won't
way.
we get opportunity attack?
My doggy gets an
The dog
opportunity.
does, the demon does, and Ashton does, and the elemental does.
I don't because I
And
just used my
maybe-
So
reaction.
there are 3 summons and Ashen.
Okay, 19 to hit.
19 just hits.
20 to hit.
That hits.
Yes, finish him.
Ooh, that's a
Elemental.
14
Come
on,
piercing
come on.
damage.
Ooh, yes.
Elemental does not hit. 14 points piercing damage.
14 piercing damage.
16 piercing damage. And he has to make a strength saving throw.
Well, how about the two of you tell me how you want to do this?
I think the Barrel Girl recognizes a fellow spirit of summonry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She's like, let's fucking do this. Let's do this.
Yeah, my dog is like,
Let's fucking do this.
so.
And then they just chest bumping back and forth.
Go jump away and it's like, it gets Knight at the Roxbury to death. Is that what happens?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Wow.
The dog and the demon? That's amazing.
You're rocking a hard place
That's
between
rad.
a dog and a demon.
Yes.
That's D&D.
Adjudicator. One of the
Doggies and
most
demons.
feared creations of the temples of Vasselheim crumbles beneath the bro chest bumping power of 2 summoned entities here in the middle of the temple of the Dawnfather. Perfect.
And then as he dies, my dog looks at the demon, holds out his paw and gives him a little fist bump. And then the demon would know, but my dog is just like, I have renewed purpose today. And then he looks up and he just evaporates. Because that's it. When the person he's hunting dies, he goes away.
Okay, the Barlgura, I know I'm not technically allowed to say this, a single tear falls from the Barlgura as he pops pecs. And it just falls. And it splashes from one
One to
popping
the other,
peck to the other.
Just like ping pongs it a little bit.
In memory of Top Gun's volleyball scene. Just like,
Perfect. I love it.
She's seen
Bow,
many
bow,
times.
bow, bow. Boom, boom, boom. All right, cool. That's gonna finish.
Again,
the
everything I just did is fully within the realm of the spell, and I'm allowed to narrate how he feels.
All right. Some of the civilians
Own your shirt.
charge in and begin to retrieve the body of the now dead Kiro and kind of like pull it out of the way, not wanting to get in the middle of this chaos here. That brings us to the top of the round. Orm, you're up.
Oh, jeez.
So the only dude we got left is the angel?
The angel, yeah.
And the 2 potential summons that
Yeah.
might turn on us.
Right.
But for now, the angel.
Man. Man, there's not much
Yeah.
I can do.
I'll tell you what, it's been a little over 2 hours.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and take a mid-combat break here, and we'll start at the top of the round so that people can use the restrooms.
It goes to break. There's the new treasure hoard or digital dice set on D&D Beyond for that. They made it look like treasure chests. I think sometimes you see them open up with treasures up, or open up and reveal themselves to be mimics. There's the many of the Cyclops Stormthrower. I forget what this is from. Their merch alert. I don't think there was anything new on there. Trailers for Candela Obscura and Midst. and they're stared like "Welcome to Delary," "Welcome Mao Mao" musics, quick recaps. Anyway, combat resumes.
Gray, as it looks at you with
Wait, I want to.
That I can stick around everybody.
Anyway, Adjudicator is not dead.
I'm gonna get his attention.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anybody in there, but we gotta get these people out of your home.
Yes. This is him talking to the Earth Guardian.
Saving everything.
The angel is still a problem, and he's trying to make
Can
his
you
move.
toss me up there?
Wow.
Are you speaking in primordial?
I am.
Amazing. Amaze balls.
He's gonna Wolverine you.
This is hot.
I'm gonna hold my action for whatever the fuck happens.
the elemental, which, unbeknownst to you at this point, the chains of magic that have bound it, brought it to this world and bound it, have since faded. And where you saw once this crystal cerulean blue glow in its eyes upon its arrival, now has gone to a dull, storm-born gray. As it looks at you with this intense glance, it brings its fist back like a massive battering ram, and as the mist begins to pour from its eyes like you saw that once poured from the sides of the forest, it reaches out and grabs you.
All right.
And attempts to throw you.
All right.
Fastball special!
The spirits of the forest maintaining the connection where the spell was lost. So, it's going to need a strength check.
Plus a d4. Oh, no, that's a saver.
20.
No, nah. 20? What is it?
That's a 20. That's a 20 or a 1.
Gotta be, yeah.
I think it should be a 1. I vote
There's
1.
too many 20s. This is ridiculous.
Oh, wait, but that's good. We like that.
That's great. That's good for you. That's good for you. Too many 20s. Between these two d20s tonight, I've just been like rolling them constantly.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's good on the way up. I don't know about on the way down.
I don't give a fuck on the way down.
Chucks you up. Full on speedball special. Just your lips like in the air behind you. Flying into the air towards the angel. You will be able to get. I'll put it this way. You can take one attack and have advantage on trying to land, or take both your attacks and have no roll and just take the full falling damage.
Take the fall.
I was gonna go reckless anyway, so I'll take the 2 attacks.
Alrighty, go ahead.
Up.
Take your 2 strikes with advantage.
I was hoping my first strike, I wanna try and specifically fuck the wings up. I wanna drain them down.
Okay.
Yes.
So, trying to hit right in the back.
Okay.
Flipping up, spinning around, taking that hit.
Go for it.
How far up is he?
Natural 20.
Yeah!
All right, let's roll some dice.
We don't need the fucking Dawn Father.
Yeah.
Dawn Father, more like Dawn Father. There's another.
No, look at that. There's 2 in the chamber.
That's also a brutal critical, which means I get 1 additional d6 when
You do indeed.
More damage.
So
the extra d6 isn't doubled, but you add that at the end.
I add that, and then the d6 is doubled or not?
No, it's not. You roll double and then add the
And
d6.
add the d6.
Go for it.
Okay, come on. Let's
He
really do
built a
something even
custom
like shit.
barbarian subclass.
Okay.
Nice.
Fuck me. Okay.
So big, I can't
8
Chaos.
times 2 is 16. Plus 8 is 24. Plus 6 is
30.
points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, was that double?
A heavy. That was
double.
the double dice. That's the way up. You slam it as you're going for the back. There's a heavy crack sound. And you see its wings kind of like go rigid for a second from the impact. You arc up and the momentum stops, and now you're coming for the descent strike.
All right.
A murder rainbow.
Coming straight down.
Murder rainbow.
All right, here we go. Oh boy.
Time and space, Barbara.
Oh my god.
So we can make
That'll do. That is a 26 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll
I'm
damage.
in love with that. Ashman for the
That's 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. You fall from its range as it takes the second hit. It spins around with its blade and strikes down to try and get an attack opportunity against you as you leave its combat range. It does have advantage because of Reckless. That's going to put it at a 23 to hit.
Sure.
All right, so with that, its longsword strikes you for...
Whoa, is it just a longsword attack, or is it? It's just
a flaming longsword.
Oh, in that case, let's. It did hit. Never mind. Let's keep rolling.
Okay.
Never mind.
That's okay. It's gonna be 11 points of slashing damage, reduced to 5.
5.
And then
Couldn't you just trap it in your store?
14 points of radiant damage.
Okay, so that's 19 points of damage.
And then you continue your plummet.
Can we take the hole and
Not against it.
Slamming down 50 feet into the ground.
50.
Wham! Cracking the ground with a heavy...
I rolled don't I get like an athletics check to see if I can?
I said you can take one attack and get a check, or you can do both attacks and get none.
Okay, I didn't. I misread that, but fine.
Yeah. So that was kind of thinking. You get 2 strikes, and then you.
All right. See what I got.
Barbie bars.
Hopefully, I do not go unconscious. That would really suck. It'll be hard.
It'll be hard. No, that brings us to
Barbie barbs.
16 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 8.
That'll do it.
Yay!
Wait, that was it?
I'm gonna spend. And the rest of my where does that leave me?
Oh, well, wait, I don't remember him going down. Nope, either. Huh? Anyway, the battle continues. Thus, and Wanda manages to counterspell a fireball from the angel. The ogre manages to climb up a pillar and leap, and brings with it Orm and Niece, and who both manage to deliver strikes upon the angel, and manage to grapple it, including grabbing all, and forcing it down to the ground. Now, as the angel looks around with apparent pity, Bor'Dor just immediately goes in and gets a hot and finishes off with a inflict wounds, saying enough, and if it delivers the final blow through a kiss on the forehead. Hang on. After that, after seeing an angel be felled by them, Varying temple guards quickly are captured and subdued, and it notices the situation and decides not to just fall back for now. The Eidolons begin to fill the temple, and and they have them seize the demon and just bear hug it down, crush it down, until they both disappear. I know it's a demon, but I feel like it deserves to just be just summoned back, just desummoned, like not just have to be killed, to be drop down for it. It stayed with them for a while, so vines start growing and start crunching the temple and stuff. Basically, it kind of proves why in Pokemon, grass trumps stone or rock types. He goes to try to Orm examines examines that the mask is actually now part of the face. Uh, or what's it? Lana is just shooting looks at Elder Adine, who then advises everyone to perhaps get out of the temple while the vines do their work, before they finish their work and bring the place down. The villagers then gather up all the guards and stuff, and those of the village who had converted to Paylor. And uh, prison manages to loot the remains of the temple, finding thousands of coins, religious texts and scrolls, and Ashton manages to put those all into the portable hole. Mm. With the loot finishing and stuff, they leave the temple. Lana and Denise, though, are still with her. So, they're the temple's destruction is complete with cheers. And Orm is starting to realize, that wonder what their goal is now, or their overall goal is. Like, besides just finding their friends, like they just helped destroy the temple of one of the prime deities, one of the good guys, on behest of a god hater, despite having been fighting the god haters due to their deeds. Adria then goes and frees the captives and giving them a choice: either to flee and never return, or to stay, but they'll have to pay their debts. Only one, only one decides to stay in town. She then, while thanking the party, she then finally he he, he heals Denise, as well as Bor'Dor, and informing them that she must take a rest before she can start scrying as part of their agreement. Border reveals that he also was very like into like getting rid of temple stuff and not being good. He has very mixed feelings about fighting Angel, like Angel fought and stuff, but it was never showing true malice toward them. They gave no implications of evil and stuff. The bird says that it was necessary and stuff because it was just like they were on different sides of the fight, but okay. The party then returns the coins they found in the temple, which ends up was revealed to be tithe money to and it gives it to Prolif I think the apothecary the herbalist to distribute back to the people. Oh, there is the party still seems concerned now. Like they just realized that they've been fighting wars. So they may like if they've been fighting a fight if they so far basically the implications of what they've done. Like they've just this was technically siding against the gods, despite them having fight those who been sitting so long fighting against them. Uh, Orms says that basically says that they should really be trying to get back to Marquette. He does express his appreciation for having Lana there to help them, and referred to her as, especially since describing how she's been constantly been bounced around through history, being brought back several times. At one point, they do. Lana does tell oh, uh, Abedina to make sure she does not become what she hates. Okay, after more, so they are okay. Stuff. After going back to Adina's college and stuff, you know, Adina claims to know nothing. It basically says she does not know of Predathos or nature stuff. But she does mention how their people were the Edelin thing are the remnants of the great primordial titans, like and Prism points out that Predathos could very well just be a threat to them as much as the gods. And the general consensus is that they just don't know enough yet. They need more information. I think it seems to does however sense that the Emlyn sense no threat from Rudis or from Predathos, so this could just be indicating there could be just be something just beef between the gods. Mm. They go to sleep night. They Adeline retire for the night, and They wonder how much does Allie know. This was the first time that one of the messengers of God, like someone who speaks for God, saw them. Basically, like one of the angels stuff, and it doesn't care. Uh, let's see. Uh, Outside, Bor'Dor tries to talk to Orm while he's in a tree, and Orm says that he's doing this for his friends and family. He has no real attachment to gods. Makes sense. I think Keela herself early in the early days of Critical Role, also was shown to have resentment toward them. Um, um, Bor'Dor is still upset about having to about him taking out the angel, and they all start realizing why they stop around this towns up when there is a bigger fight they need to be getting to. You know, basically, the consensus is that they're just doing it to help the people that they're in it for their friends, not so these lofty figures of the uh, a person a lot of start going through the documents they cover from the temple, revealing that the temple apparently was the first of many. They were planning to introduce the religions of all the moral prime deities, or at least the ones worshipped in Vasselheim, to the region. Apparently, the reason why there's so many bastions of Vasselheim there is because Vasselheim realized it was a nexus point. They want to give it some. And they kind of figure that the elders of the village and stuff are probably aware that this is probably not over. Like, since with this nexus of power nearby, uh, there'll always be outside interests trying to get involved. And basically, the reason why they felt it really necessary to make sure the temple was dealt with now was so those outside couldn't have a foothold. The entire party, except for Orm, get a long rest. Mhm. And then Ashton asks Abedina if she knows anything about his condition. seems to be more in tune with the elements, but she knows nothing, and suggests he speaks to the spirits directly. Then she leads them to a scrying basin, where an Orm uses a wooden box Chetney made for him as a focal point, allowing them to target spell, seeing a snow field like snow blowing, and the first figures they see are not who they were looking for. They see a gnomish woman with hair and stuff, okay, in knitted cloak, with a knitted cloak, and a bipedal automaton, similar coloration to FCG, but as I said, like more humanoid in form and with a green coat. Then seen following them, we know these to be Diana and Frida, though the characters themselves wouldn't know. Then they see that these two are leading the rest of the party: Chetney, Imogen, Fern, and FCG, and they appear to be walking through a city set in the mountains. And Prism, who recognizes it as Uthadern because of the volcano of Carniv. Uh, and they try to figure out how they might get there now. No, and I think suggest heading out to heading north on a trek that should take 4 or 5 days to the Rio Canyon. Uh, where they'll find an archdruid who may be able to help them. Or they could try to do like a Vasselheim and hopefully word of what they just helped do did not reach them. It was revealed that Adine could then perform the scrying, two more scryings with this in her current condition. Because Denise pulls a lock of hair she pulls out a lock of hair. This is of course from Dax, what they see, and Dax, and they and that who the party at least Orem at least recognizes, and then a figure they all recognize as a blue hand of the blue during storm call to turn. And Prison suggests that they use the spell, the last one, to check up on Bor'Dor's her brother, who's last we knew was still sick, but having not. Basically, eventually he uses his own dagger to try at least scry on his home, maybe get information that way. However, the homestead which is well purchased they spot, is not one that is familiar to Bor'Dor. What this could mean is anyone's gonna. Adine then gives a scroll with the scrying spell on it to Prism for her copy. Very beautiful looking, look like watercolors and stuff, and as such. And there. Then summons a wind Eladon in which takes the form of a cougar to guide them and on the journey. She wishes them well and asks them to spread word to of the village's success to the others of the Valley Coalition. I've I actually looked it up what it is. I didn't actually know what the last thing. I thought it was a banner group. It's actually the a sort of like alliance between all the different villages who are who those who worship the pagan, as I say, Demithor Edons, and it basically is a resistance groups against Vasselheim. And there, and we leave them out there heading to meet the Archdruid Hev Vestro. Okay. Okay. And with that, all that's left is to introduce a for the a homebrew of mine. Um, the signet ring command. A signet ring is basically has like a family sigil and stuff. You press into wax to mark it for letters and stuff when sealing with it. There. While wearing this ring, you increase your total charisma score, not necessarily your modifier, but your score by one. Which is very good, especially for a non-attunement iron. This is an older one and an older homebrew I came up with. When retrieving an object from an experimental space that you made upon it, it has to be something of your own creation. You don't have to use an action to retrieve an item, or a bonus action or reaction for that matter. It contains 1d12 charges and gains 1d6 charges at dawn, and can hold a total. And that's when you first. The 1d12 is when you first get it, and it can hold up to 18 charges. And when you expend a charge, you gain the following effect, depending on how many you do. You'll notice, though, that when involving enchantment stuff, it has to be enchantment of your own making. You can expend one charge to urge and use it that charge to mark an object. When the object is placed in an interdimensional space that was made or conjured by you, it can only be retrieved from it by you, and only while you are wearing the ring. You can transfer the charges expended this way back from the object and ring. If you die, all charges expended are removed and lost. This is to prevent anyone from managing to steal from magic items you possess. You can also use it to expend 3 charges to suspend the functions of an ongoing spell you've cast, and then you can expend another 3 charges later to reactivate the suspended spell. During this, the duration of the spell is paused while suspended and continues once it's been reactivated. As its final effect, you can expend 6 charges to gain control over one construct you made whose control you have lost. Like, say someone it's damaged and lose control, or someone uses magic to take control, to wrest control from you, you can use this to wrest control back. I thank you for joining me. This is. Oh my god, I didn't realize how dark it's gotten in here. This is Frina Rita Mitra. I wish thee good fortune in the quest of life.